Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another foundation review. We're going to be reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. If you're interested in seeing the results of a 2-day wear test along with my thoughts and what it looks like on my aging, Cabo oily skin type, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so time for another foundation test. You know that on my channel, again, I love eyeshadow and foundation, so I'm always very excited when there's a new foundation. I've been waiting on this one for quite a while. I heard about it in December and I just couldn't wait. There was so much hype about it that I didn't really know where to order it. I ended up ordering it through Charlotte Tilbury's website, which I think maybe was a mistake. I could have gotten it quicker through Space NK that released it first, or Sephora since they had it in store as well, but it is what it is. I waited. I had the Chanel foundation to do. I did another foundation review, so it was fine. Now, the shade that I picked up is in 6N, and I'll tell you why that's important in just a little bit. This foundation comes in 30 different shades, and it retails for $44, and like I said, they are selling it through Space NK, Charlotte Tilbury's website, as well as Sephora. I'm not sure about Selfridges. I forgot to check that one, but I know that it's at different retailers as well, like Nordstrom and Macy's. So yeah, pretty easy to get your hands on this one. I recently did a consultation with one of Charlotte Tilbury's consultants over in the UK, and we just talked about all things Charlotte Tilbury. We talked about different application methods, like some launches that are coming soon, and one of the things that we talked about during that consultation was this foundation. She explained to me that the shades don't necessarily correlate with those of other Charlotte Tilbury foundations. For example, in the Magic Foundation and the Wonder Light Foundation, I am the shade 7 medium, but right away when I told her I was 7 medium, she's like, I think you should get 6 neutral. And I was like, really? Are you sure? Like, that's a whole shade lighter. And she says, yes, just go ahead and get 6N neutral or 6 neutral, and I think it should work fine for you. Now, while I was waiting for this foundation to arrive, I was at Sephora and I saw the display, and I did swatch the 6 neutral, and it seems to work pretty well for my skin tone, so I'm excited to try it. Another thing that I noticed when I swatched it in store is it's pretty thick. It's a thick formula, and it doesn't dry down right away, and it's actually like fuller coverage than what I would consider medium. So again, interested to try this, really give it a good go and see how it works for my skin. So to give you a little background, I'm 40 years old and I have combination oily skin. For the most part, it's normal here. Gets really oily in the T-zone. I do have the larger pores that come with oily skin. And so sometimes these luminous foundations or thicker foundations can kind of cause an issue for me. So I'm hoping this works because from what I've seen online, it has a very beautiful finish, and I would love for this to be one of my top new foundations. Let's go ahead and get into the demo portion of the video. I am going to be doing about an 8 to 10 hour wear test. I did wear this for about 14 hours yesterday, and so I already have some formed thoughts about that that I'll share with you at the end of the video. Before we go, don't forget to like if you like what you see. Consider subscribing. We do a lot of foundation reviews on my channel. We love eyeshadow, all things makeup really. We do a little bit of skincare, and we just like to have a good time. Also head over to my Instagram. That's where we do a lot of like the daily eye looks. So definitely do that. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I have my ears on so I can pull the hair out of my face. This is one pump of the foundation. It's a little runny, as you can see. I will say that the pumps are normal size or maybe even a little bit larger. So yeah, just for reference, because we've had some foundations that give you like a half a pump's worth or whatever. I'm going to be applying it with my BK Beauty 101 brush. I'm just going to take the foundation and dot it and then work from there. Okay, so right off the bat, I was a little worried about how thick it was when I did the swatch on the back of my hand in store. But I can tell you that I did this yesterday and today where I just dot it all over my face, and this BK Beauty brush really does spread it out very evenly and nicely. It doesn't feel thick once you have it on. It actually looks really nice. You know, it looks skin-like, but it looks luminous. You see that? It's definitely luminous. I am going in light layers and then building up because I typically prefer a lighter coverage. Like light or light to medium coverage is what I prefer, which is why I was a little concerned about this one. But okay, do you guys see the luminosity on my forehead, my cheeks? It is quite luminous, but not in a bad way. Like, I know for oily skin girls, we think luminous and we run for the hills because we're like, no, not for me. It definitely not in a bad way. It applies lightly. I do feel right now it's still sticky and it feels like I have makeup on, but not in like a heavy way. Like if you swatch this on the back of your hand, you would have thought, you know? Okay, I do want to point something out. One thing I don't like, and I guess because I've had such good luck with foundations lately, is I noticed this yesterday, I'm noticing it today. I instantly don't like the way it's not gripping to my nose. I prepped, the exact same way as I always do with all my foundations. So that's one thing, like, it almost feels like I have to let it dry down and then try again, like try add another layer. So just wanted to point that out. I'm going back over my cheeks to use up the rest of the foundation. I have a pretty even skin tone, but if I do have redness, it is in this area here. And it does build up very nicely. I pushed back my lights a little bit because I feel like it was washing me out, but you could see the luminosity there. I think it's important to note because with the new Chanel Camellia foundation, we thought it was going to be like crazy luminous and, look extremely glowy, but it didn't. We did a foundation review on that. I'll show it or I'll put it up in the cards here. But this one is straight up like luminous. Very, very luminous. It doesn't feel like a grease ball because on my skin it feels pretty light, but it looks so luminous. So we'll dry it down a little bit with powder, but not too much. Okay, so I did my contouring, kind of, my concealer. Now I'm going to set the face because this glow is out of control. I did want to just do this a small little unboxing because I did get the magic powder in the Lunar Year packaging. Not because of the packaging, but I had needed my magic powder. I've been without it for a while, which I always have this powder in my collection. But like, look how beautiful that is. It's somewhat mirrored, but look at how stunning that is. Some people were criticizing it, saying that Charlotte Tilbury should have released like a Lunar Year collection like Huda Beauty did maybe, instead of just slapping it onto packaging. But I needed it anyway. It was beautiful, so I got it. All right, let's go ahead and set this biatch. I'm gonna use my airbrush brush for the under eyes. Back in the day, before the under eye setting powder by Pat McGrath existed, this was my go-to for under eye, so I know it works really nicely. I'm going to set very lightly. I have my NARS, my little mini Laguna bronzer here handy, so I'll just set my contour this way. I happen to have one of my Charlotte Tilbury blushes here. This one is in the Swish and Pop blusher in Ecstasy. Really, really cute. Very light. I am dying to use my Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight wand. This was the one that was missing that I still needed, and I just got it with this order. But I'm not going to use it because I want the luminosity and the foundation to really pop through on this video. So we're just going to forego this one at this time. Okay, it is, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's 7:25 in the morning. We're going to go ahead and start the wear test now. I have to film another video for my eye look, but I'll be back so that you can see what the makeup looks like completely finished, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so now I have all my makeup done. We started the wear test at 7:25 because that's when I had done my complexion products, had set the face and everything. Everything looks gorgeous, obviously. You know, it's only been an hour, but I can already tell you that I feel like I'm already looking a little dewy, like on the sides of my nose and in this area here, even though I did set it. And I'll reserve my final thoughts for after this wear test today. Yesterday, the wear test went well, but it was under kind of extenuating circumstances, and so I'll explain that as well. But right now, I mean, I'm already dewy AF, okay? And you know, maybe I should have pressed the powder in a little bit more as opposed to just sweeping it, but I'm super dewy. Right now it's been an hour and it looks gorgeous. Next, I'm going to show you what it looks like in natural daylight, and then we'll do a 5-hour check-in, and then we'll close it off at the end of the night. Okay guys, so this is what we look like right now. Like I was saying, I am pretty dewy already. The pores are poking through just a little bit, but I just wanted to show you in general it looks pretty. It's only been an hour though, so I'll be back at the 5-hour check-in. Hi guys, okay, 5-hour check-in. It's 12:30, 12:40 right now. I'm gonna go back to work in just a little bit, but this is what we're looking like right now. I'm a grease ball, you guys. I'm a grease ball, and I look makeup-y. Even my mascara kind of, you know, transferred on to this area, which it will do when I have greasy products on. So this is what we're looking like. I think I want to go into the studio really quick to show you guys. I have to blot, and there's going to be foundations that you have to blot a couple times throughout the day. So let's go ahead and blot, because I also want to see what that will look like at the end of the night. So BRB. Okay. I'm like running around back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and take my trusty little Tatcha blotting papers. Some people sometimes ask about these, so this is what they look like. It comes with 40 sheets, and I think it costs like $12. I keep Tatcha in business just with my purchase on these alone, okay? So this is what it looks like. We're going to blot. Okay. That's what we have so far. I know this is nasty, but the whole sheet is pretty much all taken up with oil. Okay, it does blot very nicely. Here, it still looks luminous as hell, but there's no oil there. I just blotted and it looks good. It did not lift my foundation in the slightest, so that's good. I'm going to take my Sonia G Face Pro, and I'm just going to clean it up here. Normally, I try not to do this when I'm wearing a foundation for review, but I have calls coming up, and you look gross on your virtual calls if you're oily everywhere. But then I also have my thoughts already kind of together on this. All right, so it touches up beautifully. Let me just pull in here really quick. Looks really nice when you touch it up. No issues there. But again, like, this is a blot during the day type of situation. So I'll be back at the end of the night. We'll blot again to see what it looks like then, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, guys, it's the end of the night. It's not the end of the night. It's about almost 6 o'clock. I just finished making dinner, eating dinner with the kids. I'm still wearing my apron. So cute. Shout out to my mother-in-law. She made this for me. Or had it made. I don't know. Anyway, it is pretty much the end of the day. We started at 7:25 this morning. I'm just sick of this crap already, and I need to take it off. Why don't we start with blotting again? The last time we met, we blotted. Let's blot one more time because it's been about 5 hours. Tatcha rice paper. There we go. I know it's nasty. Sensitive classes, look away. Okay, this is nasty. There's a lot of oil. This is the second time that I'm blotting today. Typically, I will blot at least once per day, but 2 times, that just tells me this is just not for you, Yadi. I wanted to like it really, really badly because it's Charlotte Tilbury. And I mean, the Magic Foundation is a little too full coverage for me. The Wonder Light is perfect sometimes, but sometimes I want a little more. And so that's why I was so excited about this one, because I thought this is the perfect medium for me, like the happy medium, you know? And it's just not gonna work. It's so luminous, so glowy, borderline greasy. I mean, my friend, I was talking to her about it today, and she's like, it just, and she has normal skin. She's like, it just feels like lotion. It feels like I have lotion on my face. And this is like 5-6 hours into it. She likes that. I don't. I just can't, my face can't handle it because of all the oils. So I'm not trying to say that the reviews on YouTube with oily skin are lying, but I don't have the oiliest of skin types. Like I said, it's just oily in this area, and I'm oily everywhere, you guys. It did wear off on my nose and my chin a little bit, even though I have not touched my face at all today. And, you know, from far, on camera with the lights and everything, it looks great. Up close, this thing is falling apart. It looks gross. It looks cakey, makeup-y on me. One thing I forgot to mention is yesterday, knowing how luminous the foundation was, I did use the e.l.f. Matte and Oil Controlling Primer. This stuff is really, really good. I use this every single day during the summer, and I used it yesterday, and it was still this oil slick mess. And so I just wanted to point that out. Okay, one thing that I wanted to point out is I did just go into my Sephora app. I was trying to keep Charlotte Tilbury honest, and she's an honest gal, you guys. She's an honest gal, because it does say under the highlights that it is best for dry, combo, or normal skin. Although technically I feel like I'm considered combo skin, and it definitely doesn't work for me. You know, you can't win them all. It says it's long wearing. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. It says that it gives a 16-hour natural glow. Yes, definitely. Buildable medium, a tiny bit. You can't really build it to like a full coverage or anything like that. Hydrates, smooths, blur pores, and brightens skin. The brightening of the skin, I think, will happen over time. The blurring of pores, absolutely not. No, ma'am. That is a lie. That's a lie. A bold-faced lie. All right. All in all, I'm here to maybe have an unpopular opinion, but an honest one, saying that this is extremely dewy, extremely luminous, not going to be for anybody that even has combo skin. I really don't believe that. You're going to be extremely oily, not forget the luminous part, oily in this area here. And for a long day, which this claims to be long wearing, I definitely don't think that this is the one for you. But you know what? That's my opinion. At the end of the day, I still love Charlotte Tilbury. What I think I'll end up doing with this one is I probably will mix it in with the Magic Foundation just to mattify it down a little bit. Maybe I will, you know, put some powder down before the foundation just to help with the oiliness. But at $44, Charlotte Tilbury is considered a luxury brand. It really shouldn't take that much work to make it work. So for me, this did not give me beautiful skin. It is what it is. But I'm happy that I got to try it, and I would say double check those swatches, because again, I'm 7 medium in the others, 6 neutral in this one, and it worked perfectly. Very beautiful color match there. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this review was helpful. I mean, you can't win them all. For the most part, I feel like I always pick really good makeup and it always works for me. And I don't want that to be misconstrued as me not really testing the product or not being honest, because I definitely do, you know, and especially with these higher price tags, you want to make sure that you're looking to the creators on YouTube that have similar skin type to you, that you've had success in the past with their recommendations. And that's all that I really wanted to do. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you liked this review. Was it helpful? Did you try the foundation? Tell me if you did, as well as your skin type, because I'm just curious to see how it will work for everybody else. All right. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like if you liked what you saw, and make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.